where they are. Keep your hips where they are, but walk both your hands to the outside of your right mat on the right side. Kind of reach forward. You'll feel a lateral stretch in the left side of the body. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Hello, how are you? Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then walk the hands back to the center of your mat, and then just walk both the hands over to the left side of the mat. And here again, like you're going to pull the hips back to the right a little bit. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. You can put your phone up there. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Then inhale, walk the hands back to the center. Press the palms into the earth. Lift the knees up. Coming into a downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Then soften the knees. Walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart. And then press the palms into the floor. Let the head be heavy, or use blocks underneath the hands. If you're on fingertips, you might want to put some blocks underneath the hands. I know it gets cold. Hamstrings get cold. So listen, blocks will help. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Soften the knees. Heel toe your feet together. So now bring the feet all the way together. Big toes and heels are going to touch. Now step your right foot on the outside of your left foot. So you're going to cross one ankle over. Yeah. So right foot's on top. So Aaron is right foot on top. There you go. So step your on the outside all the way over, not just on top of it. There you go. Now you may need a block for this because all of a sudden you're going to feel like a little stretch in the outside of your right adductor. Then lift the head and chest, look up, and then exhale, fold forward. Try to press evenly through both feet. Try not to like favor one over the other, and just really feel this outside of the right hip. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now step the right foot on the outside of inside of the left. So step it back over where it came from. Then step the left foot in front of the right. Put your left foot on the outside. I think you're doing that again. There you go. Left on top. Left on top this time. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold over the legs. Try to keep that equal weight distribution through the feet. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Blocks would be super helpful, Maria. Exhale, 3. I don't know why they're behind you. They're never going to do you any good back here. Inhale. Exhale, 4. There. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 5. And step your left foot back on the left side. You soften the knees. Heel toe the feet out as wide as the mat. Come down to a squat. Bring the hands together in prayer. Press out with the forearm. Squeeze in with the knees. A little yogi squat. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Then place the hands on the floor. Come sit down. Extend the legs out in front of you. On the inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Step the right foot on the outside of the left knee. On the inhale, lift the left arm up, pull the left toes back. And then exhale, twist over to the right hand behind you. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale, keep pulling your left toes back. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Then inhale, come center. Exhale, counter twist over to the left, keeping the right hip down. So you're not leaning, you're twisting from the spine. So you might want to look up and twist like that and twist from the spine instead of doing it as a forward fold. Some places do that. I'm not sure why. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, extend the right leg out. Then the left knee, place the left foot on the outside of the right. Then lift the right arm up and twist over to the left. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Pull the toes back, Sydney. Inhale. Exhale 5. Then inhale, come back to center. And then as you counter twist, you're not going to lean, but you're actually going to set up tall and twist from the spine. Doesn't that feel different? They're different. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, extend. So just notice when things are different. Bend both the knees. Place the heels where the knees were. Feet are going to be about hips width distance apart. 2 fists. Take the hands behind you 6 to 8 inches. On the inhale, lift the hips into tabletop. Exhale, let the head go back. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Bring the chin in the chest and come down. And come sit on a blanket for a few moments. Good evening, everybody. We're going to chant a little bit. It is better in here than it was on Sunday. Sunday was really brutal. We're going to chant from the Yoga Sutras. And we're going to chant 4.15 on page 46. Let me see if something else. Let me just see. I'm not ready. I need to practice that. I should chant that this month. But we'll also chant Loka Samasta Sukhi no Bhavantu. Okay? That's on page 16. Everybody kind of knows that one, I think. We'll start out with Loka on page 16, number 19. Then we'll go over to the Yoga Sutras. So 3 ohms. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Your turn. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Continue. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Once more. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Now look over at page 46. I'm going to chant from the Yoga Sutras. So we'll do this one as a call and response. Vastu, Vastu, Samye, Samye, Chitta, Chitta, Bedat, Bedat, Tayor, Tayor, Vibhakata, Vibhakata, Pantaha, Pantaha, Vastu Samye, Vastu Samye, Chitta Bedat, Chitta Bedat, Tayor Vibhakata, Tayor Vibhakata, Pantaha, Pantaha, Vastu Samye, Chitta Bedat, Tayor Vibhakata, Pantaha, Vastu Samye, Chitta Tayor Vibhakata, Pantaha. Together. Vastu Samye Chitta Bedat Tayor Vibhakata, Pantaha. Om. So if any of you know me for a while, and a lot of some people like Sally, you've been coming for almost 12 years to visit me. I don't tend to chant a lot of the mantras of the deities. Have you ever noticed that? I chant from Yoga Sutras, I'll chant from Vedas, I'll chant from Upanishads, I'll chant from the Gita, but I've always tended to shy away from like the mantras about Shiva or Krishna or even Devi, any of the forms, Kali or Durga, mainly because I think that mantras are like, very powerful energy. The word mantra, ma means mind, and tra means to cross over or to protect. And when you're chanting those mantras, you are creating energetics in the room that are positive energetics. But I've always felt that like I shouldn't influence a person's identification with those energies. And I think it's very easy for a yoga teacher to actually influence people in that way. And in a way that almost kind of becomes dogmatic, because I've had teachers that were devoted to and practiced bhakti, devoted to a certain idea of the divine, and then they really try to install that into their students. They kind of dogmatically start to like, hey, listen, this is the way this is it. This is the big enchilada. And I think that's kind of a very dangerous road to travel. And then I think it's far more important that people develop personal relationships with these ideas that are your business. They're not my business. You don't have to tell it to everybody, right? It's your intimate relationship with that energetic, whatever you call it, right? And in a lot of ways, historically, there are certain archetypes that people have relationships with the divine. Sometimes people will see the divine as a taskmaster. That's in many different traditions. Sometimes people will see the divine as a father or mother. Sometimes they will see the divine as an adversary, something that they're fighting, right? That they don't actually get along with. They resent it, but they think about it all the time. That's a relationship. Some people want no relationship with it whatsoever. And so, those become atheists and agnostics. They're like, yeah, I don't have a relationship with that at all. I don't want one. Sometimes there's, the idea that the divine is a child, and you take care of the child. Like every Christmas, that's if you celebrate Christmas, that's what you're celebrating. You're celebrating taking care of the divine as a child. It's a very sweet notion. It also happens in the Krishna tradition, where people take care of baby Krishna, and they have a relationship with Krishna as a child. But probably the one that has fascinated me more than any of them is when the divine becomes a friend. And why does that one fascinate me the most? Because all of a sudden, you're not in a relationship that's about hierarchies. A friend is somebody who's on your level. They understand you, who you are on your level, and you understand them, who they are on their level. And there is an equality there. And that relationship is rare, that we see that we could have a relationship with these energetics as friends, as equals. So whatever, I will talk a lot about the divine. I do that an awful lot. But like I said, I tend to stay away from these chants and these mantras of the divine. But Patanjali says that personal relationship is what's the most important. He says each person will perceive and interpret an object in a unique way according to their state of mind. All objects are empty and only appear through the lens of the individual's projections. So, you're going to see that whatever way that you need to have that relationship with at that time. And that may change over time. It may start out very differently and end very differently, that relationship. But I think if you're practicing yoga and you're serious about your sadhana, to start questioning yourself, what kind of relationship do I have with these energies, with these forces that are around us, is a great self-inquiry to have. Fold up the chant books, place them to the side. Come set up nice and tall. Close the eyes. Inhale deeply, fill up the lungs completely. Feel how expansive you are. Exhale everything out all the way to the bottom. Still feel how expansive you are. Inhale halfway to a comfortable level and start making short exhales on my claps. The inhales are happening, but they're passive. You're giving more than you're used to receiving, and you are becoming aware of the breath in a different way than you normally are, because that exhale is more dominant than the inhale. And start to slow it down. Exhale everything out all the way to the bottom. Engage Mula Bandha. I didn't say that when we did the warm-up, but now engage Mula Bandha. And now connect to your Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. In the inhale, open the eyes. Come stand up at the front of the mat. Big toes and heels touch. You're going to still continue those deep, full inhales, those deep, full exhales. And you're going to keep Mula Bandha engaged. Bring the hands together in undulating mudra and set a higher intention for the sadhana today. And then exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, extend the arms up toward the sky, Asana. Exhale, folding over straight legs, Uttanasana, pressing palms into floor blocks. Inhale, lift the head and chest, prepare. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms, see the prayer. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, extend the arms, Urdhva Hasana. Exhale, fold over legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, stay. Inhale. Exhale, quadriceps lift. Inhale. Exhale, external rotation of shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up and extend the arms. See the prayer. And exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, extend the arms, Urdhva Hasana. Exhale, folding over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, stay. Inhale. Exhale, one little external. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana, mountain seat. One more like that on your own. On the inhale, begin. So you want to count the breaths to yourself. Good. And after you finish that round, you're going to stop. So I'm going to teach you the Jiva Mukti Surya Namaskar. The second time you're going to do it by yourself. Okay, so there's 30 components. So listen to all the components and try to remember them. With straight legs, inhale, hook the thumbs, raise arms up alongside the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, put hands down next to feet, step right foot back, looking at the windows. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Inhale, come forward to plank, look at the windows. Exhale, chaturanga, looking at the windows. Inhale, upward dog, look at the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog, look at the navel. On the inhale, come forward to a plank, look at the windows. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, push the seat back onto the heels, and lift the knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step the right foot in between the hands. Exhale, left foot meets the right fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right foot next to left and fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana, mountain seat. All right, one time, one round like that, a right and a left on your own. On the inhale, begin. Remember it in your head and say it to yourself and have a personal relationship with it. And then as you finish up the left side, just stand into Tadasana, waiting for your classmates. Good. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, put the hands down on the earth, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step, jump, walk back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, extend the right leg. Bring the arms out to the side. Bring the right arm forward, bend the right elbow. Then bring the left arm underneath the right and see if you can bring the hands together in a prayer. Good. Then exhale, bend the right knee like a warrior one. And then inhale, lift the elbows away from the sternum, coming into a little bit of a back bend here. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, open up arms and hips, warrior two. It just opens up. Inhale, extending the right leg. Exhale, reaching to the right. Place the right hand down, lift the left arm up. Look up at the left thumb, Trikonasana triangle. Good. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. On the inhale, lift all the way up to stand. And then exhale, bend the right knee. Now track the knee down the center of the foot. Inhale, reach toward the windows like you're surfing. And then exhale, reverse the warrior, but keep tracking the knee down the center of the foot. Inhale. Exhale, one, and you want to keep this knee bent instead of extending through it. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Keep the left hand where it is. Inhale, extend the right leg, one breath, reverse triangle. Then exhale, rebend the right knee, float the right hand down outside the right foot onto a block. And then inhale, sweep the left arm toward the windows, looking into the left palm, extended angle. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. On the inhale, gently place the left hand down. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Then exhale, drop down to the left knee. Move the left knee up just a little bit so the left knee is underneath the left hip. Inhale, lift the torso up. Bring the arms alongside the ears like a lunge. Then exhale, bring the hands together in the center of the chest. Twist over to the right. The left arm is going to come on the outside of the right thigh. Now you can keep your hands in prayer, or you can put your left hand down if you want to and lift your right arm up. Just options. On the inhale, lift the left knee off the floor, whichever variation you do. Good. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. And then whatever variation you're in, come back to center. Put your hands on the floor. Frame the right foot. And then exhale, extend the right leg. Move your left foot forward about halfway till the heel is on the ground. You don't want to be on a tightrope, closed hip. Lift the head and chest, pull the right hip back, and then exhale, fold forward and press the palms down. You want a full palm for this, right? Not just fingertips. You want to draw the energy up the front of the right leg, and then exhale, push it through the back of the left thigh. Inhale. So that's a lot of energy. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Now exhale, bend the right knee, put a little weight into the right foot in your hand. So more weight in the hands. On the inhale, lift the left foot off the floor, extending the right leg. Good. Then exhale, bend the left knee and bring the left knee next to the right. So knees together. So you're going to close that hip, right? So the knees are going to touch each other. Look back at your left foot. Point your left toes straight down to the floor, not pointing them toward the mirrors. Then extend your left leg as if you're trying to put your footprint on the mirrored wall behind you without externally rotating the left hip. Then inhale, lift the head and chest, look up at the windows. Come onto your fingernails. Now, as you come onto your fingernails, notice that your scapula lifts up and your scapula moves down the back. Now to see if you can reach your arms alongside the body and balance on your right foot. Warrior 3, keep that left foot dorsiflexed. Exhale 1, don't point it away. Inhale, good. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, place the hands down. Exhale, soften the right knee. Inhale, step the left foot back into a long lunge where it came from. Exhale, step the right foot back, downward facing dog, lift the hips. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, extend the left leg. Bring the arms out to the side. Bring the left arm forward. Bend the left elbow, lift the left elbow up a little bit. Bring the right arm underneath the left and see if you can bring the hands together in prayer. Good. Then bend the left knee. As you bend the left knee, try to get the left thigh parallel to the floor. Then lift the elbows away from the sternum, coming into a little back bend here. Exhale 1. Inhale, good. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, just let the arms slide open, warrior 2. This is going to happen naturally. On the inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, reaching to the left hand down on the left shin. Right arm lifts up, triangle trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, lift all the way up to stand. Then exhale, bend the left knee. As you bend the left knee, track the knee down the center of the foot. Then reach toward the windows. And then reverse. And as you reverse, try not to re-extend the left leg, but sink deeper into the hip. Because a lot of times what people have is they think, oh, I got to straighten that. No. Hey, you want to straighten that leg. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Keep the right hand where it is. Inhale. Extend the left leg. 1 breath. Reverse triangle. Then exhale. Rebend the left knee. Float the left hand down outside the left foot on a block. And then inhale. Extend the right arm toward the windows. Looking at the right palm. So kind of push through the outside of the right foot. So that grounds. Inhale. Exhale 1. And then that can move that way. Exhale 2. And that rib moves in. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And on the inhale, place the right hand down. Come on, ball the right foot. Then exhale, drop down to the right knee. And then move the right knee forward just a little bit. Lift the torso up. Bring the arms alongside the ears. Then bring the hands together in the center of the chest, twisting over to the left. Options, you can keep the hands together in undulating mudra, or you can put the right hand down outside the left foot. Lift the left arm up. That's an option. Inhale. Lift the right knee up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Then inhale, come back to center, placing the hands on the floor, frame left foot. Then exhale, extend the left leg. Move the right foot straight forward till the heel is on the ground. Then lift the head and chest. As you lift the head and chest, pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Then exhale, fold. And as you fold, draw the energy up the front of the left leg. Exhale, send it through the back of the right thigh. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Now exhale, bend the left knee. Put weight into the left foot and the hands. On the inhale, lift the right foot off the floor, extending the left leg. Then exhale, bend the right knee. Bring the right knee next to the left. Knees together. Look back at the right foot. Point your right toes down in a dorsiflex. Now imagine that you're trying to put your foot on the mirror and behind you. Extend your right leg straight back without opening your right hip. So if you're opening your right hip, you're going to lift your hip. Then come onto your fingernails. Look forward. Start to squeeze the scapula together. Then reach your arms alongside the body and balance in a warrior 3. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. So point toes down. Exhale 2, not away, down. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, place the hands down. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, step the right foot back into a low lunge. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Bring the big toes and heels to touch. Exhale onto the right hand, the outside of the right foot. Lift the left arm up, side plank. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And exhale onto the left hand, the outside of the left foot. Raise the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale 1. Aaron, look up at your right hand if you can. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat back onto the heels, lift the knees up, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair seat. And then exhale, come stand up, Tardasana, mountain seat. Put a block on the outside of your left foot. Okay? And the block can have, you can have it on this setting. You can have it on this setting. You may not need the block, but it's just nice to have it there if you do need it. Okay? And you want it kind of right by your ankle bone. Then bend your right knee into your chest. Give your right knee a hug with both hands. So with both hands, give it a good hug. That's going to lubricate your hip. Okay? Now, bend your left knee. So your standing knee, you got to bend. Wrap your right leg in front of the left and see if you can hook your right foot behind your left calf. If not, put your right big toe on the block. So the foot comes behind the calf or onto the block. Then reach your arms out to the side like angel wings. Then bring your right arm forward. Bend your right elbow, bring your left arm underneath the right. And see if you can bring the hands together in prayer. Yeah. Now, inhale, lift up a little bit at the sternum. And then exhale, hinge at your hips and fold forward, bringing your elbow in front of your right knee. Inhale, good. Garutasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the shoulders as you lift the knee into your chest, right knee into your chest. And then step your right foot down. On the inhale, open up the arms like angel wings. And exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana. So Gurut is an eagle, right? And it is actually the vehicle for the divine. The divine flies on this eagle. So coming into this energetic is actually saying that you are the vehicle for that. Whatever's in you, you're carrying it. So I love that metaphor. Take the block, put the block on the outside of your right foot. Then bend your left knee into the chest. Give your left knee a good hug with both hands. Bend your standing right knee. Then wrap your left leg in front. See if you can hook your foot behind your calf or put your left big toe on the block. That's perfectly fine. Lift your arms out to the side like angel wings. Bring your left arm forward, bend your left elbow. Bring your right arm underneath the left. See if you can bring the hands together. Then hinge at the hips crease and fold forward. Bring the elbow in front of the left knee and fly like an eagle. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the shoulders up. Bring the left knee into the chest. Then exhale, step the left foot on the floor. On the inhale, open up the arms like wings. And exhale, hands by the side. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra. Lift high on the balls of your feet like you're in high heel shoes. Press the inner heels together. So the feet want to touch. Now, so bring the toes and the heels to touch. So everything comes together so much easier. Tiptoe asana is easier if your feet are together. And then exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, start to bend the knees and descend the seat towards your lifted heels. As you come down, remember Mula Bandha's engaged, so you're not wobbling. As your seat comes all the way down onto the heels, open up the knees, place the hands on the floor in front of you. Then lift the hips and get the knees into the armpits or squeeze your upper arm bones with the knees. Start to bend the elbows, tilt weight into the hands, and start to lift the toes up off the ground. As you lift the toes off the ground, get the big toes to touch. Squeeze the hamstrings. That's what's going to keep you in the air. Bakasana. Sometimes it's a crow, sometimes it's a crane, but it's a hand balance. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Now exhale, push through the left heel. On the inhale, lift the left foot off the floor, straightening the right leg. Now this time, plantar flex your foot. Point your toes back toward the mirrored wall. Now inhale, lift your left leg as high as possible by pressing down. So external rotation of the left leg this time. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Now listen, exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend both your knees, bring your left knee behind your right knee. So your knees are together. Now come sit down with your right knee on top of the left knee and your heels on either side of your hips. Coming into Gomukhasana, cow face. So this time what's going to happen in cow face, the legs are going to squeeze together. Your heels are going to be in line with each other. So you want right heel and left heel in line, and the foot, the bottom of the foot kind of points back toward the wall behind you. All right? So cow, Gomukhasana, is also a vehicle for the divine, right? Now, bulls and cows also. Now, lift the arms out to the side. Now this time, bring your right arm forward, bend your right elbow, bring your left arm underneath your right. Yeah. And then lift up at your sternum. And good. And then exhale, fold forward and bring the arms out in front of the knees. Go Mukhasana with a little eagle arm. So this is even a more divine cow. It's got like wings. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. On the inhale, lift up, open up the arms like wings. And then place the hands on the floor in front of you. Now, this is so super easy. Lift the hips. If you have blocks, you're going to move the blocks off the side. Then extend your left leg straight back toward the mirrors, coming into Kapodasana on the right side. A pigeon on the right. Notice we're doing a lot of birds here. On the inhale, lift the head and chest, pull the right hip back, the left hip forward. And then exhale, fold forward. Walk the arms out in front of you. Breathe. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. On the inhale, lift the head and chest, walk the hands back. Now bend the left knee. Reach back with the left hand, grab the inside of the left foot. And just slowly start to draw your left foot toward your left hip, not setting up for the complete version of a Raja Kapodasana, but opening up your left quadricep, definitely. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. External rotation. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Gently release your left foot. Place your hands down. Tuck your left toes under. Press into your hands. Lift your right leg up into a down dog split. Okay. Now, from here, we're going to come into wild thing. So bend your right knee. Externally rotate. Bring your right foot to the floor on the left side of your mat. Lift your hips and extend your right arm toward the windows and balance. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, place the right hand down as you lift your right leg back up into the air. Then exhale, place your right foot on the floor. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward in between the hands. Exhale, push through the right heel. On the inhale, lift the right foot off the floor, extending the left leg. Now exhale, fold forward and point the right toes away from you. Lift the right leg higher, but press the palms down. If your hands are lifting up, use blocks underneath the hands. The more you press down, the more you lift up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2, but this is a little external rotation. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now on the inhale, look up and bend both knees. Bring your right knee behind your left. So the knees are together. And then come sit down in between your ankle bones, coming into a Gomukhasana, a cow face. If you need to, you can set on blocks like you did on the other side. Left leg's going to be on top of right. Then reach the arms out to the side like angel wings. Then bring the left arm forward. Bend the left elbow. Bring the right arm underneath the left and see if you can bring the hands together in a prayer. Then lengthen through the torso and exhale, hinge at the hip crease. Bring the elbows in front of the knee. Cow face. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest, open up the arms like wings. Then place the hands on the floor, lift the hips. You're going to move the blocks if you have blocks underneath your seat. Slip your right leg straight back, coming into a pigeon on the left side. Yep. So right leg, there you go. Right leg is in the bottom. This is going to come straight back. Then lift the head and chest. And then exhale, fold forward. Kapodasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then inhale. Lift the head and chest. Walk the hands back. Shoulders are over hips. A little quadricep opening in that front of the right thigh. Bend the right knee. Reach back with the right hand. Grab the inside instead of the outside. So the external rotation is going to open up a shoulder. And then just draw your right heel to the outside of the hip. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Gently release the right foot. Tuck the right toes under. Place the hands on the floor in front of you. Lift your left leg up into a down dog split. Then bend the left knee. Start to step the left foot onto the outside of your right mat. You want to watch out if you got sweaters and blankets over here. And then lift your hips up and extend your left arm toward the windows. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 1. Wild thing. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Nice Sydney. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the hand down, lift the left leg up, and then exhale, place the left foot on the floor. Inhale, come forward to a plank, and exhale through bent elbows all the way onto the abdomen. Good for you. Squeeze the legs together. Options, you can just bring the arms alongside the body, or you can clasp the hands together in a fist behind the back. On the inhale, lift the head, chest, legs, and arms. Locust, Shalabhasana. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, release, and breathe. Bring the forehead to the earth, bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. You can hold on to the inside or the outside. We've done both. On the inhale, kick the feet into the hands and lift up. Dhanurasana. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Gently come down, release the feet, relax. Second one, bend the knees. Hold on to the inside or the outside, up to you. On the inhale, lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, relax. Bring the left arm alongside the left ear, roll over onto the back. Bend the knees, tickle the heels with the fingertips. Feet are going to be about hips width distance apart, 2 fists. On the inhale, Lift the hips to lower the middle back. Clasp the hands together in a fist. You can also hold onto the yoga mat. You can hold onto the ankles. All is good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Gently release the hands. Come down. The upper, the middle, the lower back. From here, you can stay in that half bridge. If you would like to experience upward bow, any props you want, you can go to the wall, put blocks against the wall. You can put belts around the arms. Whatever you need to experience that thing. Place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come up, your first upward bow. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin, the chest, and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. And breathe. Second upward bow. Place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin and chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Last time, place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin and chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Now bring the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. Good for you. Then let's do a little Garut twist. Extend the legs up toward the sky. Put a soft bend in both knees. Wrap the right leg in front of the left. Hook the right foot behind the left calf. You may find this easier laying down. Then allow the knees to come over to the left. Right leg's on top. Left knee's going to stay a little bent. And then extend the left arm out as you come all the way over. Sometimes people will try to straighten the left leg. It doesn't work in a reclining twist. You got to have a little softness there. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Lift the legs back up. Unwrap the legs. Shake it out a little bit. Then put a little softness in both legs. Wrap the left leg in front of the right. Try to hook the left foot behind the right calf. Here again, right knee, bottom leg is going to stay a little bent to do that. Then allow the knees to come over to the right. Extend the left arm out. Look over the left shoulder, twisting. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Then inhale. Lift the legs back up. Unwrap. Give them a little shake. Then bend the knees into the chest. Give the knees a hug. Rock and roll up to a seated position. Extend the legs out in front of you. You can stay facing the back of the room. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward. Hold on to the feet. Paschimottanasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale. Lift the head and chest. Your choice, incline, plank, or tabletop, whichever one to neutralize. Take the hands behind you 6 to 8 inches. You can bend the knees or point the toes away. On the inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, let the head go back. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest and come down. And let's set up for shoulder stand. Salamba Sarvangasana, all supported limb seat. I'll give you a little variation in that. We're going to see if we can do a little eagle leg in there. So that's kind of fun. So if you're going to use a blanket, you want to fold your mat over the blankie so that your elbows are on sticky mat. And then lay down with the head. So what I would suggest doing, let's do it this way. Well, come on. So see, look at this. This is a little thick. So if you unfold it, it's as wide as your mat. Okay, then go down a little. Go down, go. No. Go down. There. Now take your mat, fold it over. That way your elbow's on sticky mat. Oh, that's better. Isn't that better? Okay. Then bring the legs overhead. Let the toes touch the floor. Clasp the hands together in a fist. Get the elbows a little closer together. Put the hands on the back. Lift the legs up in the air. So we'll say this, in a regular shoulder stand for a few moments. That idea of having that personal relationship with this, whatever you want to call it, divine energy, consciousness, the self, God, I don't care what you call it, but developing that personal relationship is how yoga, union to yoke with it, happens. If it's impersonal or it's somebody else's relationship, you're never going to feel comfortable with it. And there are some people who will never feel comfortable with it, even if they're on their own personal relationship. Listen, they are also working towards something and an understanding, and there's nothing wrong with that either. You see, in a lot of traditions, we would call those people heretics, but in this tradition, they're not heretics. That's the relationship they're having. They don't want it. That's all right, karmically. That's where they are. It doesn't mean that they're any lesser than. But what happens is we love telling everybody what they should be experiencing, and actually you're the only one who can tell somebody what you're experiencing. And in reality, you don't have to even tell anybody, because it's your personal relationship. Now, what I'm teaching today does kind of undermine the idea of orthodox, institutionalized religion. But maybe that would be a good thing. I don't know. So try this. Soften both the knees. Wrap your right leg in front of the left. Hook your right foot behind the left calf. Coming into eagle legs here. Yeah. Now, with eagle legs, hinge at your hip crease and see if you can put your right knee on your forehead. Yeah, so just lower your hips down and just put your right knee on the forehead. You can keep your hands on the back and just breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. It's kind of like a halasana. Exhale 2. Inhale. You'll feel the same way. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now extend the legs up toward the sky, unwrap. Put a little softness in both knees. Wrap the left leg in front of the right. Then like hinge at your hip crease and see if you can bring your left knee onto your forehead. Yeah, kind of hinging at the hip so you'll get that forward fold again. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Then lift the legs up and unwrap them. And then dorsiflex both the feet and let the toes come all the way to the floor behind the head. Yep. Now here's a little fun one for you. Take your hands and see if you can reach back and grab your toes. So we always are taking our hands behind us, but sometimes it's fun to go over there and grab the toes that you can see. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now bend the knees and then take your arms behind the knee joint and hold on to opposite elbows behind your legs. Kind of resting your forearms on your forehead. That's really what a Karnapidasana really kind of looks like. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. So here you go. Oh, exhale, 3 and hold on. And like, oh, squeeze in. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Release the elbows. Push the hands on the floor away from the shoulders. And slowly come down till the hips touch the floor. Good for you. Then lift the torso up. Unfold the mat. Move the blanket off to the side. Lay down on the back. Turn the palms to face upward. Puff up the chest. Come onto the top of the head. Fish. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Pressing the elbows, bring the chin to the chest and come down. Bend the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. Roll over to the left. Come into a child's seat. Kind of like how we started the class, right? Kind of coming back to that because we started in child's seat. From here, you can stay in child's seat if you're not coming into any more inversions. You can also go to the wall. I don't mind if you go to the wall. Interlace the fingers together. Make a fist. Place the head on the floor behind the wrist crease. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees. And if you lift the knees, walk the feet forward so the hips are over the shoulders. You can stay there. Bring the knees into the chest. The heels toward the seat. Half headstand. Like a crow. Then extend the legs up toward the sky, full headstand. Good. Now, if you feel secure in your headstand, it is kind of fun to play around with those eagle legs. So you can bend both your knees a little bit. See if you can cross your right thigh in front of the left and hook your right foot behind the left. Isn't that fun? Wow. Because like a lot of times we'll come into a headstand to stay there and not do a lot of variations. But actually doing the variations helps you understand the relationships of where your hips are in the air. So that's a good thing. So lift the knees up, Aaron. And then switch legs. So here, so wait. You're going to move your hips more toward the wall. Now lift your other leg up using your core. And lift, yeah. So don't throw yourself into it. And then if you did the left side of eagle legs, you can unwrap the eagle legs. Now try this. Allow the legs to go out to a straddle. Kind of let the legs go left and right. Okay. And then kind of figuring out where your hips are, let your right toe come behind you and your left toe come in front of you, kind of rotating in the hips. Yep. Yeah. And then you can switch that rotation. Come back out to a straddle. We used to call this around the world. And then bring the left toe behind you and right leg in front of you like that. Yeah. And then allow the legs to come back to the side. And then lift the legs up into the air. And then bend the knees into the chest. And slowly come all the way down back into your child's seat. Good. It also goes a little faster when you play around with it. When you just kind of try to stay still, 5 minutes seems to go forever. Reach back, hold on to the ankles, breathe, inhale. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, inhale. Exhale 6, inhale. Exhale 7, inhale. Exhale 8, inhale. Exhale 9, inhale. Exhale 10. Good. Then just slowly lift up and let's make our way into Shavasana, corpse seat. So you can lay down with the head toward the windows, the feet toward the mirrored wall. And just allow now the breath to breathe the body. You don't have to breathe in any special way. Relax at the pelvic floor, letting go of Mula Bandha. Let the body be heavy, dense. And laying down, closing the eyes. Shavasana, corpse seat. Gently start to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms overhead and stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. Bend the knees into the chest, give the knees a little hug. And gently roll over to the right side. Stay there for a second. And pressing a left palm into the floor in front of you, lift the torso up and come up to a seated position. And picking a seat you can be still in for a few moments of meditation, just take a moment, close the eyes, and recall the intention you set at the top of the class. And then allow yourself to connect with that. Inhaling deeply, exhaling everything out. Inhale for the sound of Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly, giving thanks and praise for the teachers and teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachers and teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Thank you all so much. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. If you're staying for Yoga Nidra, just leave your mat where it is. We'll be back after a commercial break.